Hey there folks, Champesk here bringing another audio commentary. Today I'm going to be doing a game that I haven't actually seen yet, but I hear is very good, between Moon and, I think it was Focus? Yeah, Moon and Focus. It's on one of these old Shadow League maps, but I think the map isn't brilliant, but they tend to produce quite interesting games just because they tend to be quite out of the box. And I have no idea actually what's going to happen in this one. I didn't even look at sort of what heroes or units are going to be built, but I'm told it's a good game, so we'll have to hope that it ends up being an interesting one, because I'm trying just to commentate sort of the occasional game now. I'm having to come back, so I'm just going to try and do sort of the most interesting games, I think. And Moon from We Made Fox. We Made Fox, actually, if you don't know, just picked up Lynn today as well. So very powerful team there from them, between Moon, Soccer, Lynn, and of course the mysterious player Syndrome, who I don't even think exists. I think he's just sort of Soccer or Moon playing Orc occasionally. I don't think We Know Talks has ever even released a picture of him, let alone he's never actually played anything. He was just a requirement from WC3L to have a third player. Moon actually going for Keeper of the Grove for us, that's quite interesting. And I assume Blademaster first from Focus. And there's a bunch of different reasons why you might go Keeper of the Grove first. No early Ancient of War for Moon, so we might be seeing Keeper of the Grove and then Huntresses. Obviously, Keeper of the Grove is very useful just for entangling roots, because you can keep a Blademaster in place and then either get a lot of fire on it or actually manage to run away. So you can do Keeper of the Groves and then fast tech to actually either Dots or Bear Dryad. I think probably a bit. Actually, he's good for both, because he certainly works well with Dots. I prefer him with Bears, but it's certainly up to you. And Moon not yet putting up any. There's the Ancient of War there, and the Hunter's Hall probably be coming up soon. Or no, I guess we're not seeing one. So I guess it might be a Dots build then. It's surprising he's gone for that really late Ancient of War then. Focus meanwhile just scouting out Moon's base. Moon actually going to get this entangling route, and a good thing you can do actually if Moon's going to have lots of free time with the Keeper of the Grove is he can actually just you can just go and harass Focus while he's teching. And the key point actually, as you can see demonstrated there, is you have to get one hit off on a peon and then entangle it and then keep on hitting it, and that's enough to kill it. If not, you can get away with a couple hit points, and that just means that you might not get the kill if it manages to run into a burrow or something, but I expect Moon knows that, and so we won't be seeing any sort of super mistakes from him. And Focus now creeping out this obviously quite easy camp. He just has one grunt and he's already managed to kill off a couple of creeps. Picked up a Ring of Protection, not brilliant, but certainly not terrible. Actually, Hunter's Hall, sorry, I don't know how I missed that actually. Hunter's Hall now going out for Moon as well as tech, so I think we're probably going to see a couple Huntresses and then a late we're going to see a couple Huntresses and then some Bear Dryads, I imagine. You can go Hunter's Hall and then Dots, but it's just sort of a bit of a waste of a Hunter's Hall. Obviously the Huntresses actually work quite well with them, but because they provide a bit of a meat shield for your Dots, but still it's not a brilliant thing to go for. And we could actually see, if Moon wasn't teching, we could have seen a Ancient Protector push as well. It's not the most common of strategies, but certainly it's a decent one, just because obviously you can entangle grunts and stuff within the range of towers and then just really do a lot of damage, and that can be quite effective if you can sneak in some towers. But actually I guess you could sneakily build some towers on this map. There's a lot of open space around the bases where you could use it, and I'm not sure, maybe that's what Focus is actually scouting for now with these grunts, because he did seem to split them up there, so he might actually be scouting for some Ancient Protectors there. But as soon as he scouts that Moon's teching, he's going to know not to worry about that as much. And I'm not sure Focus has actually scouted at the Hunter's Hall before, but he certainly has now, and actually might try and take out a couple Wisps here. Moon now obviously with some good micromanaging to just move his Wisp to a protected position here, moving it back out, but he knows that Focus has run away now, and first Huntress is now out for Moon, and building a second one as well. And Moon now harassing, actually does have another Huntress here, so he's going to have at least 3 Huntresses. Really, we're unlikely to see many more than 3 Huntresses, I feel, because you want to save up your gold for your Lords, and then your probably fast Bears really on this map, although certainly going for a couple Dryads is quite nice against Blademaster. And Moon meanwhile continuing to harass the economy of Focus here, and getting one more peon kill, so he's now got 3 peon kills. That's very nice, because obviously it's going to mean that Focus is going to have much fewer lumber when he actually gets to tier 2, and we can see that he's actually had to put up a war mill as well, and he is down to what, 5 peons on lumber, so that's probably 2 or 3 fewer than he'd like, probably 2 fewer, but you do often see 8 peons on lumber if the scout peon comes back, but obviously this one didn't, because Moon will have just killed it with the Keeper of the Grove. And Moon continuing to harass here, and actually you don't need to worry as much about. Actually, Moon's not going to get this kill. Focus is careful, I don't think. No, that peon does manage to get away. Actually, very nicely played by Focus there, and actually a bit careless by Moon. But Focus now actually being a bit careless, getting his healing self cancelled with about 50 hit points left to heal. Obviously not too bad, but Moon should try and hide this. Does hide it. A critical comes in, but doesn't actually. Sorry, not a critical. Focus actually uses a wind walk in the hopes of killing it, and it is hidden, but Focus does have a pretty strong surround. It is quite a while till night though, or till day, so Focus will either have to go by a dust, or actually you could get a reveal, I guess, with a Windwalk Blade Master, but we definitely will want to get that kill however possible. And Moon is now creeping us out. I actually didn't check what second hero Focus is going for a Shadow Hunter second. That's a pretty safe thing to do against Hunter's Hall, because even if they do try and surprise you by going Ancient of Winds, then that's okay. Whereas if you accidentally go Torn Chieftain against bears, you really have to go for Stomp, and then that's really sort of a bit of a disaster. So if you're ever unsure, really, it's probably best to go for Shadow Hunter. And Focus actually managing to cancel one of the lures there. Ancient Wonders is about to go up. Obviously Ancient Wonders is very important for this, just because you want to get lots of mana on your Keeper of the Grove. Moon actually is level 2 hero before Focus, which is pretty surprising, considering that Moon really went for a very late army and a lot of harass as well. And Focus is now just going to creep out this really easy camp with his Shadow Hunter, and actually Focus is going for an early Demolisher. I'm not sure either he thinks that Moon's going to be going for Dryads first, which Moon isn't, as we can see, or he's going to be going for some fast push. And actually I've seen a lot of fast pushes on this map, with obviously with Shadow Hunter. If he goes for Serpent Wards first, that can be very effective. As long as Moon doesn't have his bear upgrade yet, then that can be very nice for Focus. And a second Demolisher, so yeah, and wards, so yeah, Moon definitely knows what's going on here. Getting a Demon Hunter second, and I think Moon will know that a push is going to be coming, and so he will try. He might try and maybe move his Ancient War back to his base or into an offensive position just to hold off that attack. And looks like peons are coming as well, so it's going to be a tower push as well. Focus with actually a fair bit of lumber still. He has been rebuilding the peons that he lost. That's obviously essential if you're going to be building those towers, because they are 80 lumber each, and then you have to lose all your peons that you're bringing out to build those towers as well. Demon Hunter second's not an uncentered choice, especially on this map, considering Keeper of the Grove first. There's no tavern as well. Really, there's no other hero you could really go second, and also Demon Hunter works pretty well at level 1. Obviously, it's much better at level 3, but with all the mana burns, it's pretty nice against things like the Shadow Hunter, which obviously need to use a lot of mana just to get up those Serpent Wards to be able to sort of hold off the aggression once those bears come out. Tier 3 upgrade for Moon is now coming out for the bears. It's about halfway down, and Moon's immediately going for these Demolishers actually, and I guess he just doesn't want to be sort of sieged in while he's waiting for his bears to finish, and so he's just going to try and take out those as quickly as possible. But 3 towers are now going up for Focus, and Moon taking a lot of damage on his Demon Hunter. He does have a staff on his Keeper of the Grove, and he does manage to staff his Demon Hunter back, and he has taken out 1 Demolisher, so that's fairly nice. And obviously Entangling Grunt as well. Entangling Roots just lasts for so long. It's just a crazy powerful skill. It's a shame that Keeper of the Grove is otherwise a bit useless. Thorns Roar second for the Keeper of the Grove. Obviously very nice against Grunts, but considering the rest of Focus's army is Demolishers and pretty much range stuff, it's actually not that it's actually not overly useful. And I think Force of Nature might actually have been quite nice, considering there's no Dispel here. But Moon now with lots of very low units. His Demon Hunter very low. Will go back and heal up on a couple Moon Wells, but he seems to not have enough Moon Juice. He's only at 30 out of 30 food, so I'm not sure if Moon's forgotten a Moon Well, if he's lost one or something. But he will have healing from his bears now if he needs, although not quite enough mana on either bear to actually get a rejuvenation off. But Focus's tower is actually really far back. I'm surprised by this. Generally you want to build them in a bit more offensive position, even if not within the range of these lures, or if not within range of the lures, then closer than this, because this is so far away that Focus isn't actually going to be able to use these towers, considering the Moon's just going to insist on fighting within the base. And Focus now getting his Shadow Hunter very low, and 1 bear does come in and take it out at the last second, but obviously these wards are already up, and Moon, I'm surprised not taking them down. Maybe he'll try and take them down now, because they only have 75 hit points at tier 1, so they're really easy, or at level 1, so they're really easy to take down. And level 2 on the Demon Hunter as well, but again, Moon with no shop is going to mean that he can't actually heal up that Demon Hunter for a while. It's a bit of a while till night now, and actually picking up the orb and giving it to Keeper of the Grove, that's pretty sensible in this situation, because generally you don't give your or to a ranged arrow if it's something like the Naga, because then it takes away the effect of frost arrows. But if it's something like the Keeper Grove, then you may as well give it to it because it's ranged, and so it's easier just to hit every unit once or whatever you want to do. And Moon trying to take down this Demolisher, but obviously Focus now with his peons free is able to just repair it however much he needs, and Moon being forced to run this Ancient of Lore away, and you probably eat a tree and then maybe reroute it somewhere else. I think Moon has actually pretty high on number. I would have thought Moon might have been a bit lower, but he hasn't actually gone for any Ancient Protectors, so I guess maybe he just has a bit of he has a fair bit of lumber, considering he hasn't been building bears at full capacity. And Moon now losing one Moonwell there, and the second Demolisher now coming in as well. And I think the Shadowhunter, the Shadowhunter is just coming back now as well, close to level 2, that Shadowhunter as well. Level 2 obviously will be very nice either for Hex or Healing Wave, both very important for this sort of unit combination. And Moon does manage to take down actually another Grunt and gets level 3 on his Keeper.